Hello, my name is Matt. Welcome to Unbearable 73. Now I'm going to review. Time for me to review episode 6 about a range called The Family. So this is a light spoiler review, as you see on the title on the screen, to explain my philosophy on what my spoiler percentage is, so to speak, on this type of show. So let's follow up to episode 5. In a lot of ways, as I said, episode 5 was my favorite episode of the series so far. It felt like the best of Supernatural, with theme music for every scene that was appropriate. That could have easily gone wrong if they chose the wrong music, as they constantly switched between scene and song. Regarding Cecilia, we learned a lot about her this episode. She's a very troubled woman in a way. She carries a burden. I get the sense of grief and a weight on her as if she's lived a very tough life. She uses her faith to get her through things, but she seems to be somewhat robotic in her devotion. More like it's not so much the faith in God itself that, keeps her going. It's just the rote monotony helps her stabilize, so to speak. There's one issue there. There's almost no way to explain why she goes with them to the Tillerson Ranch and thinks that she can make peace with Patricia. So this seems like a little bit of writing-induced stupidity to me. Right? They continue to develop Joy's role as a sheriff. As part of the investigation into Trevor's death, we see her knowledge and of the connection to the community. I suspect this will play a role in succeeding seasons. That the sheriff aspect of this is going to be a big deal. I admit the cowboy heavy metal thrash club was not something I was expecting. I wonder if we're going to see more of Perry Autumn and some sort of romance. Although, given what happens later in the next episode, And lastly, I don't know if people caught it, but they did deepen the mystery with the notion that people have been disappearing for a long time in that area. I'm going to bet that Perry's missing wife is going to be part of that. Nothing great to report about the production. It's all the same quality. So, without going too heavily into the spoilers, the murder of Trevor Tillerman has become a weight around the ankles of the show. The plot elements dealing with it, at least to me, detracted the part storyline that I wanted to see. On those elements, so to speak, Joy continues to be a nuanced character, but I think making her a lesbian and then using her sexual identity for soap opera storytelling is another distraction. There was a scene related to Joy running for sheriff where she and her spouse attended a local church mass. The minister welcomed her with blessing and compliments on her job and asked the supplicant to read an extended homily. The supplicant, after thanking her for her service and commenting on it, issued a speech and prayer asking for the Lord's blessing to help Joy Hawk through the trials as she's undergoing due to being a non-Christian type marriage. That would never happen in real life. There is zero chance, even if the minister agreed with the sentiment, they would allow a supplicant to deliver a speech like that. It would piss off all the cops in the town. Right? The mystery. Another thing that another issue here. The mystery of the void becomes physical most of the time. That's very interesting. I want to see more of that. Right? And less of this Tillerson murder that's beginning to overwhelm other story elements. Autumn, for various reasons, is now willing to aggressively manipulate events to get what she wants, which, to be honest, we don't know what she really wants yet. I suspect that the bear sending Autumn a message was a call-out to the American Indian deities, sometimes known as Old Bear or Great Bear, since we have already seen a buffalo giving the same sort of messages. The Tillerman family drama continues to pique my interest. So, final thoughts on this episode. I was concerned that the murder of Trevor Tillerman would bog that series down, and I think it's beginning to show that. I don't know where they're going with this, but the plot convolutions around the murder, at least in this episode, were annoying at best and largely kept knocking me out of my suspension of disbelief. They should have made it a case of self-defense, like Trevor attacked Rhett with a pitchfork or something right after the fight, and that's why Perry killed him or something, and they panicked right after to call the cops. At this point, the murder and all the stupidity of the three Abbott males dealing with it is a general distraction for the show. This episode is 6 out of 10. It'll be lower, but the well-timed music, again, another thing, the music is just well-timed to the scene changes and to the mood in the scenes. That's still amazing, and I enjoy the Tillerman storyline greatly. I think the show had better focus hard on the actual mystery of the Void Home War and cut down on soap opera elements. So we'll see as I watch the last two episodes over the next couple of days. Comment down below if you have any questions for me about this video. Please share your thoughts. Share this video if you enjoyed it. Like if you like. Dislike if you dislike. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. My name is Matt. This has been Umbrella 73. Have a nice day, and I am out of here.